Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Forge World and Games Workshop. I want to say a warm welcome to all of you new subscribers that have been able to push this channel over the 40,000 subscriber mark. There will be a giveaway to celebrate this milestone, and all you have to do to be in for a chance to win is be a subscriber and like and comment on the upcoming giveaway video. I want to say a special thank you to all of you subscribers that have moved across and become members. I still do have a Patreon, so you're able to support the channel that way, but being a member grants you many content bonuses for the channel. If you weren't already aware, I do have a Discord. You can just find it over here in the little icon or in the About page right down here. Just click on that link and then you can join the Discord for free and come and join us in all the Warhammer discussions that we have. It's a lot of fun. And finally, before we get into the main video, I draw your attention to the 25% off your Warhammer link there for everybody in the UK and most of Europe. If you use the link and the crystal code that's found in the description of every one of my videos, that will grant you money off your Warhammer and reward you with double crystals that you can spend on future purchases. Take you to a store called Element Games, and currently that is the best way to support this channel. And I want to say a huge thank you to everybody that uses the link just before they make their purchases. It does make a huge difference and allows me to cover all of the new releases. And especially now more than ever, it's vitally important with Games Workshop now starting up their release schedule again for this year. So without further ado, let's jump on over to the community website right here. Wow, there's a lot to go over. More to go over on the news side of things than the pre-order side of things. If we just go back a week to the 16th of January, say, on the Saturday, there was a look at the next Siege of Terror book called Mortis. This is a collector's edition. I really do wish that they release the collector's edition and the standard and the softback all on the same day. They do this to release the limited edition to artificially increase demand for the book. It's a tactic that they've used many times. If you're interested to know when you can pick up the normal hardback version of this book, it will be March. So that's going to be a whole almost two months, about 8 weeks or so after the release of this book. So until then, there may well be some spoilers coming through about the book on various forums and things from the 2,500 people that managed to get their hands on, and you know how that information can kind of spread quite quickly. So it's going to be difficult to keep away from the spoilers, but hey, it's Horus Heresy. Kind of know what happens in the end. Moving down, there's A Fury of Magnus, which is a novella. It's not a main Siege of Terror book. That is a bit more reasonable in terms of the thickness they've advertised there compared to the actual site. Then there was a new Primarch book for Alfarius, Lord of the Dark Millennium, Dan Abnett, and a few of the other books are coming out in different languages, which is quite nice. Then on the same day, there was an article looking at the devastating Death Guard in Middle Earth. So these were the pre-orders last Saturday. I have managed to pick up a Codex and the Miasmic Malignifier. But it's great to see the Plaguecaster, the Blightbringer and the Champion available in their own kit, even though it is almost 4 years later. Then you've got a brand new unit, the Lord of Virulence, which also gets his own data sheet. You've got the Combat Patrol. Now, I got a little bit of flack on Instagram when I said that this was weak. It was weak, and it is weak, and now it's even more weak because Games Workshop have made a huge error. They've got 30 Potswalkers in there. It was bad enough anyway that they're pushing the monopose, easy to build minis in a kind of starter set, and people quickly jumped on board and said, well, it's to make use of Typhus's ability. That's why you've got 30. Maximum unit size now for the Potswalkers is only 20, so it makes this inclusion of 30 even more superfluous. And and damning. And then when you factor in that each of those 10 Poxwalkers include like half a Plague Marine, which you can't do anything with, so you're going to have 3 half Plague Marines. It's just an absolute, yeah, it's a farce in my opinion. And yeah, probably one of the worst combat patrols. I've heard from a few people that were going to start Death Guard that have not got any Death Guard models, and they were banking on this combat patrol being amazing. And it's a real shame because they were looking at this combat patrol and thinking, right, I'm going to start a Death Guard army, and because they like all of the other models in the range, and they were going to spend even more money, hundreds and hundreds of pounds, to build up a force based on this combat patrol. And it just sends that message to the Games Workshop that if you mess up with one thing like this, a starter box, start collecting box, then it can have some knock-on consequences, and it's a real shame because I feel Death Guard, and it's a real shame because I think they gave Death Guard a lot of attention, and there's some fantastic sculpts to be found in the army. But moving on, you could have bought all of the new products and a signed art print in one, and then there are a couple of very decent painting guides that they've accumulated there, and some merchandise. A couple of t-shirts and things. Middle Earth, a few of these products got sold very, very quickly on the Saturday. But that was it for last week. And then on the Sunday, as always, there was a Sunday preview. There most likely will be a Sunday preview tomorrow for the Space Marine Primaris Blade Guard, among other products. I'm really hopeful that we'll get a couple more Space Marine releases next weekend as well. But we'll see. You've got the preview here, Middle Earth Classics Return. So these will be up for pre-order today. So you've got even more of these Middle Earth models. There's some fantastic older minis to be had here. And then, then they advertise the preview, which I will be having a live reaction over at Discord from 1:45 later on today for the Dead and the Divine. I think it mainly pertains to like the undead, like the vampire counts and things, and also the divine being the Lumineth. Many models to have a look at today on the preview. Moving up, the Taucast Remora drones are coming to Aeronautica from Forge World. They're quite big drones actually. Then prepare for the big reveals in the next Warhammer Preview Online. A Rumour Engine, Conquer Chaos with 35,000 other players in Warhammer 40,000 Lost Crusade. I think the 35,000 other players is just like what they can have on the servers and things, rather than, there are 35,000 people right now. New Lumineth and Soulblight models revealed and shot on a non-terrible camera. Yeah, Games Workshop always like to make fun of the heroes that find previews and things for us. They haven't quite yet realised that, I say terrible photos or little glimpses of photos increase hype for their products dramatically. When I saw a couple of the photos of the new Lumineth and the Soulblight, I thought, oh, what's that? Because you can't really see it that well. You kind of, it's almost like what you can't see is more intriguing than what you can, and it definitely rose my hype more than this. And yeah, Games Workshop haven't realised that yet. But still, they feel like because there's a leak at least, that they have to, provide a service for you and offer you something for that. They don't feel good that there are photos and videos and things circulating that aren't from them, because let's face it, they can't modify those or tweak them to sell them at their best. So yeah, they've given you this preview early, I would have thought, of these creatures. Some people think they look like kangaroos. I mean, yeah, they sort of do. For me, they look more like Gallimimuses off Jurassic Park. They don't fit at all, in my opinion. I can't see them fitting in with Lumineth, and price-wise, for 5 of them, I think we're looking at 50, possibly. However, you never know. We all may be pleasantly surprised, and they release them for £37.50. Yeah, no. And then you've got this awesome looking miniature, this standalone miniature, a Venari Lord Regent, ready to lead the charge of Lumineth Cavalry, Ungulate. Very strange word that they've pulled out from somewhere. But I really like this model. It's a cow with horns, with a long like lioness's tail, with claws. So it's like a cow creature with claws, not hooves but claws. I like that, and I can see myself definitely getting one of those. I just wish they had smaller ones for these, but there we are. That's where we are. And then this model. This is the model that kind of started it all off. It just says it's a vampire lord. I'm very very intrigued. I'm drawn to this model because of the pale face, because of the crimson and the amazing job they've done on that bat type dragon serpent thing. I think it looks more like a serpent, and the mace looks fantastic, and the way they've done the way they've incorporated the bats flowing off of the hair. Yeah, I'm in with that model. And then yeah, they just advertised the Dead and Divine preview where we'll see more. Then the rest of the articles, we've got see what's next for Warhammer Underworlds and the updated 2021 roadmap. This was very interesting, I thought. You preview for this model, new Death Warband coming. These are the previews. So February, I haven't got long to wait for the female Chaos Warriors. You've got the Kama Chameleon in March. Definitely going to be starting Skinks and Seraphon for that model alone. And then you've got the Undead. That looks like Orcs, and maybe Bone Reapers in May, and then June, I think that's Idoneth Deepkin. Black Library Celebration 2021. I think this takes place in February. You've got Swords of Calth, a new Uriel Ventress novel by Graham McNeil himself, and a limited edition. I'm really, really interested to get this book. I'm not a big fan of the new format of these books, but there we go. The model, yeah, the head, I definitely going to be putting a helmet on that one. And then you've got a bookmark and many other items like Penitent, new Dan Abnett book. How long until we get a Beckwin model in the real? I honestly can't remember reading Pariah, so I might have to pick both of them up. It's going to be expensive for books these next couple of months, I'll tell you. You've finally got Liber Xenologist with a load of badges. Yeah, love the little Tyranid one there, and the Eldar one, and in a fantastic tin. Got a Warhammer Chronicles Hammers of Ulrich book, Blood Quest, Dead Men Walking, and the Demon's Curse. Then you've got these that are going to be available in French and in German, and then a Black Library Celebration book. You get that free. It says you can pre-order all of these releases Saturday 20th of February, or if it says if your local store is open, head there from Saturday the 27th of February. I don't want to predict negatively, but I don't think anywhere's still going to be open in a few weeks' time. COVID, the death toll is highest it's ever been, this week. And yeah, anyway, I don't want to dwell too much on that because you're here for the escapism and this amazing hobby. Yeah, but if your store is open, you can pick up those. I'm wondering whether they'll put those in the book orders, maybe. Hellstones and Breakbones with the Ents. Metawatch How to Conquer the Mortal Realms with Slaanesh and Nurgle. Unboxing the new Blade Guard Veterans. When they say unboxing, they sometimes have an actual unboxing or not. But what they've done here is they've shown all the sprues, which is very, very handy, and it's made me thirsty to buy at least 2 packs of these. Someone asked me what this tank was in the background. That is just a Repulsor Executioner, but with the Macroplasma Incinerator weapon. It does look a bit funky having a plasma gun on a tank, especially vertically. I think it works with plasma guns and plasma cannons, but maybe not so much when you get to this size. I think it works better when you get to this size, when you kind of put it on its side horizontally like a plasma blast gun. But there we go. These are the sprues, very detailed. a fair amount of customization. They're not pushed to fit, so you've got some freedom there. It looks like it's going to be the 3 sprues. You've got 1, 2, 3 sets of legs. You've got the 3 power plants. You've got the 3 shields. These 3 sprues, price wise, I think they're going to try and push £35 for these 3, like with the Death Shroud Terminators. But if they go for 25 or even £30, I think £30 more likely, then that's going to be brilliant. But 35, it's kind of hard to justify. But then again, you're looking at about £12 each for these, and yeah, technically you could turn them into lieutenants or sergeants even for your normal intercessors. But yeah, plenty of customization here. I do like. The only thing that bugs me is the long pistol holder, just because that weapon is huge. That's the only thing that bugs me about these. But I like the swords, I like the shields, the poses. I mean, they're not the best in terms of leg movement, but there we go. Maybe we'll get some better poses later on. I do like the Space Marine posing, probably one of my favourites. But yeah, you get a load of head options and things, and that will be available to pre-order next weekend on Saturday the 30th. You'll only have to wait until February the 6th to pick them up. They'll arrive then, so not too long to wait. Moving up, you've got Teclis takes aim at Nagash in the next chapter of the Broken Realms saga. The first chapter was with Morathi, and this one just follows that. There's a nice little trailer with Teclis. There he is, and yeah, we're getting some new units and things. I do wonder whether this is the quickest amount of time in any army release that we've got brand new models so close to the Codex. When did Lumineth Realm Lords Codex come out? I kind of want to say May, June time. So way less than a year between the Codex being released and some brand new models. Going to be interesting how they put in the rules for them. They should be in the app though, so you'll at least be able to access them. Get this week's Middle-earth releases guaranteed. So right here, if you've been praying to Manwë that you get your hands on this weekend's releases, you're available via our made-to-order service for 1 week instead. So that's great. Stock won't run out, so they've done the made-to-order for these ones, which is great. And then Broken Realms Fiction, The Squint. So you can download this PDF version. Lovely little, I really enjoyed reading this about Skragrott, because I've just built him in the Gloomspite Gits, so I really enjoyed reading this little short story for him. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this week's news. A lot to go through. We will jump on over to Forge World and Games Workshop just to have a look at the pre-orders. Here we are on Forge World, and there aren't any pre-orders. It's been a bit strange with the products recently. Look, there's no pre-orders there. If we click on new releases, yeah, we haven't really got any. But it's been quite strange with some of their products. One day they're in stock, the next day they're out of stock, and then the next day after that they're in stock. So my best advice to you, if you want to still pick up these Terminators or Telemon Dreadnought, for example, and if they're not in stock, please do use the email me button there. And because I've said it before, the more emails they get for the demand, the more likely they are to build some of these models quicker than they normally would. So yeah, I can't reinforce that enough to use the email me button. So nothing to pre-order from Forge World this weekend. Let's jump on over to Games Workshop right here. You've got a big advert here for the made to order, available for 1 week only. I do love it when they do made to order for a whole week. It definitely makes a lot more sense, and it means that people can't just snap up all of the models and books and whatever within the first 4 minutes, because not everybody can be awake at 10 o'clock on Saturday. People go to work on Saturday. I know people go to work. See where I'm coming from? But yeah, I think if they're going to do something like this, like a made to order, fantastic that it's for a week. And I do wonder just how popular these are going to be, and even more popular because they're available for a week. We click on new and exclusive, and then we go on pre-orders. You've got all of the Middle Earth stuff here. I think we'll go high to low. And yes, so you've got the made to order collection, so all of them there, £178. If you missed out on them before, or you did start a little bit of a Middle Earth army and you're missing some of these models, you can't really go wrong. £178 for that collection. And you know, they are some nice miniatures, but they're about 20 years old or so. But it says here it includes the following metal miniatures. So I think that they are all metal. The Cave Troll, they have a Cave Troll. They have 2 Cave Trolls. They're all metal. The Ambusher Amon Hen, you've got all of those for 48. You've got the Cave Troll with Chain and Spear for 20. Another one with the Chain and Hammer. You've got Mounted Witch King, Black Rider. You've got Arwen and Frodo for 15. You've got the Mordor Orc Captains for £12. The Elladan and Elrohir, £12. Murin and Dra. Círdan or Círdan, £8. Galadriel for 8. And Frodo and Sam in the Orc armour for 8 as well. So a nice little collection of them. Great that they're made to order. And that's pretty much it. One of the shortest pre-order looks from me for a long time. Next weekend, I've got a feeling that there's going to be a fair few more, but we won't know until tomorrow in the Sunday preview. But if you're still looking for more of my thoughts and opinions of some upcoming releases over the next few months, once again, please do join us in the Discord. I'll be running a live reaction there from 1:45 today, and you're more than welcome to join us and join in with the debate of all the new products that they'll be releasing, including that new Adeptus Titanicus Titan. So hope to see you there, and if not, hope you enjoy all the upcoming videos over next week. It's going to be fantastic. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.